I'm Zach with Competitive Cyclist, and today we are taking a look at the Quarq Red GXP Powermeter system. The powermeter market is hardly what it used to be. We now have access to a huge range of both pricing and performance options, but also an increased array of functionality as well. And the new Quarq GXP Powermeter system is a perfect example of this. If you're serious about training or racing, fitting your bike with the Quarq system is absolutely critical to getting the most out of every watt. And when paired with the right head unit, for example a Garmin 500, Garmin 800, or any other Ant Plus compatible device, you'll have access to the widest range of training data that can really help you get the most out of every ride. And best of all, since Quarq is part of SRAM, this is not just an aftermarket addition or an upgrade to a SRAM Red crank. This is a fully seamless integrated device into the SRAM Red crankset without compromising any of the stiffness or shifting performance, of course, that you'd expect from SRAM's hallmark group, and without incurring much of a weight penalty either. If you remember the old days of power meter systems that were add-on attachments, they were a little bit cumbersome, and they required you to send in the entire chain set into the manufacturer to get the battery replaced. One of the game-changing perks about the Quarq Red GXP system is that you can change the battery yourself without any special tools. You'll get around 400 hours on a single charge with this power meter system, which means you'll spend more time in the saddle and less time futzing with your crankset. The Quarq Red GXP power meter system is also compatible with a wide range of different training softwares, from Training Peaks, Golden Cheetah, Strava, just to name a couple. Also, its Ant Plus compatibility means it'll be sending a wireless signal with any Ant Plus compatible device. So that includes the Garmin Edge 500, the 800, which is a favorite here around the office. Also, the Suunto Ambit and the new Garmin Fenix watches are also compatible with this system. So if you prefer to use a multi-purpose watch instead of a dedicated head-mounted computer for your bike, you definitely can get all the data right there on your wrist as well. So how does it ride? Well, the very best possible thing that I can say about the Quarq is that it's completely unnoticeable. The cranks are still exceptionally stiff. Shifting on the SRAM Red is still perfectly crisp. And it was completely empowering to have all of that data, power data, speed, everything else fully integrated and at my fingertips on my wrist. So what more can I say? This is an excellent power meter system if you're looking to start training or racing competitively. It installs just as any SRAM Red crankset would, with one exception. You'll remove the bottom bracket cup on the drive side of your bottom bracket and install a small metal ring. Acts kind of like a spacer in between the bottom bracket shell and the cup itself that houses the sensor. And then the cranks go back on. It's an easy 5 to 10 minute job for any seasoned mechanic. You'll be able to choose between 3 crank arm lengths in the Quarq system, 170, 172.5, and 175 millimeters, and in both standard and compact gear ratios. Now, if you have any questions about the Quarq Red GXP power meter system or about anything else we haven't covered in this video, please feel free to give our team of bike experts a call.